Oh, thanks, Robbie. I so appreciate that.
Good morning and welcome to your Friday edition of On the Go Post Show with the Go Morning Show team. Dave Chudowski is off and Jasmine Monroe also off right now. So we have myself, Danielle Wiggins with Holly Strano, Austin Love, and there we are, Maureen Kyle. See, I just had you on the brain, Maureen, that I wanted to say you first.
Oh, so many people do.
It's Friday. We've made it October 16th.
Yeah.
And boy, the big talker this morning that we've been talking about is coronavirus cases, our second day of setting a record, and then how it's going to impact the holidays as we move into this. Because many of you have been, boy, oh boy, going off on our social media pages about the recommendations that you might want to cancel your Thanksgiving gatherings this year because of COVID-19. And we, of course, want to hear from you. So go ahead and comment in the section below so that we can discuss with you. Because again, we don't want this conversation to just be between us. We want you in the conversation as well. So we're on Facebook and YouTube. Go ahead and comment. But Austin, you've been on this story this morning about what Governor DeWine said in the press conference on Thursday.
Yeah, so really we've been kind of amping up to this and kind of bracing towards this second wave of a big coronavirus wave of cases, and we're necessarily seeing that. But I don't think anyone thought it was going to be quite this bad, because right now we're seeing more cases than we've ever seen. And Maureen, you were talking about it this morning as well, and maybe you help me with these numbers, is that the positivity rate has gone up right now with testing, and I think it's roughly around 4.5%. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think we're at 5%.
Yeah.
But like a month ago, we were at 2.7.
Yeah. So, I mean, that huge jump of positivity rate. And a lot of people are maybe pointing the blame at schools being reopened, but Governor DeWine in his press conference and local doctors are saying right now that it's not necessarily just what's taking place in schools. They're actually saying it's not from schools. They're saying it's from people getting in together in these small gatherings, like having the birthday parties, the bonfires, the weddings, things like that. So really pointing blame at that as well. And then now we're looking at the county labeling system as well. And Cuyahoga County, Governor DeWine talked about that yesterday. So this morning we talked about how those are, how they label those counties necessarily. So, I mean, just 10 days ago, the average doctors were seeing cases were 187 cases per day. And now that's gone up to 445 cases per day. So definitely seeing these numbers trend in the wrong direction. And it's coming at a tough time too, because we've gotten a little taste of normalcy, and now it's getting, I wore a pea coat today for the first time. So it's getting cold outside. So there's less room to social distance, more people that are going into confined spaces, less fresh air to breathe. So necessarily getting more people together and having those cases spread. So obviously not trending in the right direction, which is concerning. And another concern with this is these small businesses, these local bars, restaurants that are getting killed right now. Governor DeWine, he was asked the question of when are we going to stop the 10 p.m. When can bars stay open past 10 p.m. or serve alcohol past 10 p.m. And he said that, didn't give a definitive answer on that, but they are going to be discussing that next week. But we're also seeing, Maureen, you brought up the point this morning on air, is that these places, these counties that have really high number of cases, some places are scheduling bar crawls. So we have to take the good with the bad here. And we know you want to be open and everything too, because I know you're getting crushed, but you also have to be smart too. And that's just kind of the dilemma that we're in right now.
Yeah. Well, Karen, Ken, and Rob, I see you joining in with us. Good morning to all of you guys. And again, so Austin just went through all of the numbers, the positivity rates, and really our cases are just setting records each day. And so because of that, just even nationally, Dr. Anthony Fauci, well, he's warning all of us Americans that we may need to cancel that traditional Thanksgiving gathering this year and make other plans, especially as Austin was saying, it's because of those in-person gatherings inside. It's getting cold, so you can't really be outside when it's freezing in Northeast Ohio. So Dr. Fauci is saying that we may want to rethink those this year. And so what we did was we posted on our social media pages about asking the question, are you canceling your Thanksgiving this year? And many of you chimed in. I tell you, you let us know how you were thinking. And, Debbie on our Facebook page. He says it's not canceled. If we can work, shop, eat out, then we can spend time with family. So she's not canceling hers as at all. And then another person who's not canceling is Annette. Now she brings up a point, and she says we canceled Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day, 4th of July, and multiple birthday parties and other family events. And she says that her dad passed away in August and will never get those celebrations back. So they'll never get those celebrations again. So it's a really tough decision. What are you guys hearing in your circles about what to do during these holidays with Thanksgiving coming up? And it's the traditional sit down meal, and you can't eat when you have a mask on.
Yeah. I think it's hard. I think everybody is trying to find what's comfortable for their family. Dr. Fauci saying that if you are gathered inside, let's say, I know this is my number, not his, but let's say your family even keeps it small and it's 15. I'm pretty sure the CDC is recommending that you wear masks even inside. Mm-hmm. And I mean, you just think of like, your aunt and your uncle or your mom or your dad comes over. I mean, are you really going to mask up? I mean, I think it's tempting to not mask up because you're so comfortable with those people and you're thinking, I'm not going to spend my family gathering wearing a mask and not understand. Or, there might be some people saying like, I'm going to mask up because I'm worried about spreading something to my loved one. I mean, I think it's just going to be, it's a lot of gray area. I mean, there's so many unknown factors, and to the person who pointed out, well, we can go out to eat and we can go to the grocery store. Those are all risks still. I mean, everybody can mask up. You're wearing masks in public. You're wiping things down. Are you going to do that in your home? I think that's the concern, is that, are you going to let your guard down when everybody comes over and you are eating? And it's feeling like 2019's Christmas, not 2020 Christmas and 2020 Thanksgiving. We're craving that sense of normalcy. So I think it's just every family is going to have to decide what's best for them and where the risks are.
So Rob is chiming in right now. He says, no, they're not canceling, but they are making adjustments. He says what they're going to do is split it up between family and friends. And that's what a number of people are saying too as well. Like JRS44875 from Instagram, what up there? He says, yes, they these people, they canceled. So they were supposed to have 30 to 35 people from different states come in, and they canceled last month. And then someone else was just saying, life is to be enjoyed. That's who I was thinking of. That they're not canceling, but it's just not going to be as big of a gathering. Holly, I know your family is very close and with food and Thanksgiving. What are you guys thinking about doing?
It's interesting. And I walked away for a little bit, so I missed some of what was talked about here. I was doing weather for WTAM with Bill Wills, but it's a very personal decision, and we're kind of up in the air. I'm going to be honest. My sister is pregnant. She has made the decision that she's going to stay home, and we're sort of at that. I have a grandfather who's in his 90s, and we're all protecting him. And so we haven't really made our minds up. That's the truth. We have been really, really careful because, my sister being pregnant and one of her 2 girls that she already has is a little bit compromised as well. So, everyone respects it. And would we all love to be together? Yes. I just think that these decisions are personal. And I think what's most important right now is just to be kind to one another and respect them. It's easy to get frustrated, but, when this hits home for your family, it's a completely different story. So whatever your decision is, it's okay, but just respect whatever those decisions are, I guess, is what I'm going to go with this year.
Yeah, my husband and I, we started the conversation yesterday, really not ever thinking like we wouldn't be doing Thanksgiving or Christmas the same way, but it's like, whoa, we really have to take a look at the risk, and maybe it is better to just stay home. I'm actually working on Thanksgiving, so that's my excuse. But also, you had said your brother wasn't even going to travel this year, and your dad was trying to get creative with doing something virtually, because that's what a number of people are doing as well.
Yeah, I'll be working Thanksgiving as well, so I think I'll be probably with Allison's family. I'm not sure. I haven't gotten an official invite yet, but for the weekend,
Allison is the girlfriend. Allison is the girlfriend.
Wow, you just called her out, Austin. Now she has to invite you.
I know. Well, she's not up. the weekend before, we're going to my family's, and it's just going to be my immediate family. It's my brother, his wife, their little daughter, and then we'll be going over to my parents, and my brother from California is choosing not to come. They usually come for one of the holidays because it's just a long trip, either Thanksgiving or Christmas. But they're not going to come at all. So, but regardless, so to facilitate my brother and still have that, my dad's making all these things. He's going to wide lengths to make sure that they have a Zoom at the table and that we have a Zoom here so that they can be included in dinner and everything. But also, like, on our mind too, is that I'm going to be laying low before I go there because my mom is compromised. She has cancer. So it's one of the things that I get tested every time I see her. And even so, I don't hug her, I don't kiss her, but you're still in the same kind of area, but you try to keep the distance. And I know my dad's like gotten a heater, and so we can be outside as much as possible. But regardless, they live in Indiana. It's going to be late November in Indiana. So it's just different, and everyone's making different sacrifices and still trying to hold that sense of normalcy as well. But you still have to be smart and because you have to keep your loved ones in mind.
Yeah, well, Alston, we are definitely praying for your mom. And Maureen and Holly, they weren't being rude, but they were summoned because they have to make appearances in the Today Show, giving you the updates on the news. So, Austin, let me, before we go, let me give some feedback from Ken, who says everything is a risk. Letting people into your house, you have no idea if they are bringing anything with them, right? So
managing that risk.
Yeah. So it's going to be a lot of conversations with the holidays coming up and how they're going to adjust with COVID-19. Are you just saying, hey, we're going all out, or we are going to pull back, or we're just not going to do anything? So let us know. Continue to comment below and have a great Friday. You were watching the On the Go Post Show. We are here every weekday at 7:05. Thanks, Austin, for sticking around with me.
Danny. Yeah, we dwindled pretty quickly.
I know, right. Like, I guess I scared everybody off.
I guess, yeah.
Have a great weekend.
See ya.